Hi everybody, it's Aaron here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Aaron. I'm an actor, a composer, and some would say an influencer, whatever that means. This week was a first for me. In short, I was fired, for lack of a better term, for publicly voicing, I guess, my beliefs and worldview. Now, I debated whether or not to make a video about this, explaining some of the details, because I didn't want to come off as trying to play any sort of victim card, because I don't consider myself a victim at all. But I think what I'm going through could possibly be very relevant to many people in the industry that I'm in, and even outside of the entertainment industry. So because I think aspects of my story could be an encouragement or even an exhortation to those who might see this, I decided to do it. Now I'm going to be very vague with the details. I'm not going to name names because honestly, that's not what this is about. So about a month ago, I applied for an international competition to basically be the spokesperson for a rebranding effort for an internet brand that was being run by an ad agency, a big ad agency over in Europe. Shortly thereafter, I was contacted by a representative from the company, from the ad agency, and they said they were interested in interviewing me for the position. So I did the interview via Google, what do they call that? Hangouts. We hung out. And shortly after that, they emailed me and told me that I was indeed chosen for the position. I just realized you can probably all hear my children upstairs. But that's okay, that's real life. It's all about being real. Needless to say, I was thrilled, ecstatic, so excited. It was going to be a great experience, a great resume builder. I was going to host and produce a web series for them, and it was going to be super fun. They have a huge following, and so it was going to be mutually beneficial. They were excited, everyone at the ad agency was excited. It just seemed like a perfect match. Long story short, we had a couple brainstorming sessions. I signed a contract, and the day that I signed the contract, I was told the CEO would be signing the contract the very next day. Shortly after lunch this past Monday, I received an email from the producer that someone at the company had concerns about my posts and videos on social media. They went on to say that the company cannot align with any political platform and therefore were concerned what the viewers might think if I'm representing them. My heart sank because I was totally not expecting this, and I was blindsided, frankly. We met again the following morning, and they had a PR person on the line, and they informed me that they could no longer work with me. I loved the two people I was working closely with throughout the early process, and they both were very disappointed with the decision, but couldn't do anything about it, and so that's that. So it's time to move on. That's behind me. I trust that the Lord knows what He's doing and cares for me and will do what's best for me. And I pray all the time that He will open and close doors according to what He wants me to do. And so when something like this happens, it's discouraging, to say the least, and I felt like I could not talk on the line because I felt like I was going to lose it when they told me. But at the same time, I know that God is sovereign and has something different in mind. My priority is not my career, but rather serving the Lord, honoring Him with the way I live my life and the business decisions I make. And that's what I really want to stress in this video, in conclusion, in application. Number one, first and foremost, commit your ways to the Lord consistently. If you want to live for Him and you want whatever gifts and talents He's given to you to be used in the way He wants you to use them, then that desire has to trump the opportunities that you are given. Granted, that's not easy. It can be very difficult because a lot of people will tell you this is the opportunity of a lifetime. You can't pass this up. But if something comes in conflict with the Word of God, it's got to go. I would encourage you to keep your eyes and your priorities where they need to be and trust Him to do the impossible in your life. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. That's a promise. Secondly, I would encourage you to not be pressured into being silenced. As an American, we live in the freest country on the planet. We have the freedom of speech, the First Amendment. We are allowed to express publicly and openly what we believe is truth, what we believe is the best way to run a country. We have so much freedom. Do not let any person or organization try to dictate what you say and what you believe simply to appease them, even though your career, personal life, etc. may suffer as a result. And lastly, keep on keeping on. Don't be discouraged. Look at every difficulty as an opportunity to grow, to shape your character and develop virtue. Philippians 4 verse 5 says, "Let your forbearing spirit be known to all. Endure every hardship you face in life with grace, understanding, and a desire to please the Lord more than anyone else in your life." Anyway, I hope that's helpful. A little longer video than I normally do, but that's okay sometimes, right? If you found this encouraging or think someone else would be encouraged by it, please do share it or tag them in the comments below. I know I'm not alone in this. I've heard many stories of people who face the same sort of situation, and I think it would help if we shared more about these things and what we learned through them rather than either exploding about it or not saying anything at all. Also, if you're watching this and you're in the film industry or in the entertainment industry, let's work together. I can act, I can write music, and I can make a fool out of myself. Some would call that a triple threat, but seriously. Anyway, if you've watched this far, I hope this was an encouragement to you. Thank you all for your consistent support and encouraging words through many hard times. It's been an interesting journey, and I look forward to what may be around the next bend.